You know what's funny? We all have that one tab we'd never want someone to see, that one app buried in a folder, that one habit we'd die before admitting at a dinner table. We live in this weird time where our worst habits are just a click away, hidden behind passwords and private browsing modes. And the crazy part, we've convinced ourselves that because it's private, it's not really a problem. But let's be honest for a second. Just because no one else sees it doesn't mean it's not affecting you. I want to talk about the things we do when we're alone, the modern addictions that we've normalized, the little sins that don't feel like sins until you're 3 hours deep at 2 a.m. wondering where your life went. Let's start with the obvious one, porn. Yeah, I said it. We're not dancing around this. It's 2026, and we still treat this topic like it's some forbidden curse word. But come on. Nearly everyone has dealt with this at some point. The stats don't lie. It's one of the most visited types of content on the internet, but somehow we all pretend it doesn't exist in polite conversation. Here's the thing about porn that nobody tells you when you're young. It doesn't feel like a problem at first. It feels like a secret superpower, actually. Like you've discovered this infinite source of pleasure that's always available, always free, always exactly what you want. But then something shifts. You start noticing you can't focus as well. You're thinking about it at weird times, during class, during work meetings, while you're trying to have a normal conversation. Your real relationships start feeling less exciting. Regular attraction feels boring compared to the highlight reel you've been watching. And the worst part? You feel disgusting afterward. Every single time. That post-clarity moment where you're sitting there thinking, why did I just spend an hour doing that? But then tomorrow comes, and you're back at it. It messes with your brain chemistry in ways you don't see coming. Your dopamine receptors get fried. You need more extreme content to feel the same buzz. And suddenly, you're not even enjoying it anymore. You're just doing it because it's become a reflex. But porn isn't alone in this category of private destruction. Social media is another beast entirely. And I'm not talking about the casual scrolling. I'm talking about the people who literally cannot put their phone down. The ones who wake up and immediately check Instagram before they even brush their teeth. We've all been there. You pick up your phone to check one notification and suddenly it's 45 minutes later and you've watched 30 TikToks about nothing. You've compared your life to 50 different people who are all pretending their lives are perfect. You've gotten angry at some stranger's opinion about something that doesn't even matter. And here's the insidious part about social media addiction. It doesn't feel like an addiction. It feels like staying connected. It feels like you're being social. But you're not. You're isolating yourself while pretending to be part of something. You're getting tiny hits of validation from likes and comments, but you're losing the ability to have real conversations. You're curating a fake version of yourself for people you don't even know, and that fake version is starting to feel more real than who you actually are. Then there's shopping, online shopping specifically. It's so easy now. You don't even have to leave your house. You see something, you want it, 3 clicks later it's on the way. Amazon Prime has made instant gratification literally instant. But that high you get from buying something new, it lasts about as long as it takes for the package to arrive. You tear it open, you look at your new thing for 5 minutes, and then it joins the pile of all your other new things that you don't actually need. People are going into debt for stuff they'll forget about in a week. Credit cards make it feel like free money until the bill comes. And the worst part is, you know you're doing it. You know you don't need another pair of shoes or another gadget, but the act of buying something makes you feel good for just a moment, so you keep doing it. Video games deserve a mention too, but not in the way you think. Gaming isn't bad, let me be clear about that. But there's a difference between playing games and escaping into them. There are people out there who have completely replaced their real life with their gaming life. Their online friends are their only friends. Their in-game achievements are their only achievements. I'm talking about the people who are playing 60, 70 hours a week, who skip meals, skip sleep, skip responsibilities because they need to grind for that next level or that next piece of loot. the people who are more invested in their virtual character's success than their own. And here's what makes it complicated. Gaming gives you everything real life doesn't. Clear goals, immediate feedback, a sense of progress, community, purpose. When real life feels messy and hard and unrewarding, why wouldn't you retreat into a world where everything makes sense? But you can't pause real life. It keeps moving whether you're paying attention or not. Now let's talk about something that hits different. Doom scrolling through news and outrage content. This one's become massive in the last few years. People who are addicted to being angry, who wake up and immediately check Twitter or Reddit or whatever to see what horrible thing happened today so they can be mad about it. It's like we've become addicted to stress, to feeling anxious, to being outraged. Because at least when you're angry, you're feeling something, right? At least you're engaged. At least you're on the right side of whatever issue is trending today. But this constant diet of negativity is rotting people's brains. You cannot consume 8 hours of bad news and rage bait every day and expect to be mentally healthy. You just can't. So what do we do about all this? Because that's the real question, isn't it? We can sit here and acknowledge all our private sins, but acknowledgement without action is just sophisticated denial. First, you need to get brutally honest with yourself. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. What is your thing? What's the habit that you keep doing, even though you know it's hurting you? The one you'd be embarrassed if people knew how much time you spent on it. Name it, out loud if you have to, because you can't fix what you won't acknowledge. Second, understand that these aren't moral failures. They're design problems. Everything I've mentioned was specifically engineered to be addictive. These companies employ psychologists whose entire job is to figure out how to keep you hooked. You're not weak. You're up against billion-dollar algorithms designed to exploit your brain chemistry. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. Third, replace, don't just remove. If you try to just stop doing something without filling that void, you'll fail. You need to replace bad habits with better ones. And no, they don't have to be impressive. You don't need to suddenly become a marathon runner. Just find something real to do with your time. Go outside, like actually outside. Touch grass, as the kids say. Call a friend and have an actual conversation. Read a book made of paper. Cook something. Create something. Do anything that isn't just consuming content alone in your room. Fourth, build in friction. Make the bad habit harder to do. Delete the apps. Use website blockers. Put your phone in another room. Whatever it takes to add steps between you and your vice. And finally, get help if you need it. Talk to someone, a friend, a therapist, anyone who can hold you accountable. These private sins thrive in secrecy. The moment you bring them into the light, they lose some of their power. Look, we're all fighting this battle. Every single person reading this has something they're struggling with, something they do in private that they wish they didn't. You're not alone in this, even though it feels like you are. The incognito tab, the hidden folder, the private browsing, it's all an illusion. You can hide from other people, but you can't hide from yourself. And eventually, those private sins start showing up in your public life, whether you want them to or not. So maybe it's time to close those tabs, delete that history, and start living a life you don't need to hide.